I'm originally from Massachusetts. I lived on the West Coast in California for a number of years and saw the development of medical cannabis out there. When I had heard that it was on the ballot back in November of 2012 here in Massachusetts to be legalized for medical purposes, I took a long look at the space and the potential, and decided to throw my hat into the ring for one of these licenses, and that's really where it all began. One of the biggest challenges in operating in the cannabis space in Massachusetts and acquiring these licenses was exactly that, finding the locations. Finding a location involved a multi-step process with really sort of a multi-tiered screening process for municipalities. Not only did you have to have the right property, the right landlord, someone who'd be willing to take a risk with you on a sort of legally ambiguous business at that time, and still somewhat today. But you also had to find the right community. The town legislative body had to have put some kind of zoning in place for this, otherwise it was a huge risk that they would do so subsequently and perhaps zone you out of existence. You also had to find a community that was willing to accept you on a sort of cultural level. There's a lot of folks out there, a lot of misinformation or bad information about cannabis, medical cannabis. Certainly nowadays we're seeing quite a bit of pushback on the adult use cannabis side from local community members who simply say, look, I voted for it, I'm in favor of it, but not in my backyard. And so you want to be able to see if you can get some comfort on that level, that you have engaged your community sufficiently so that you feel comfortable moving forward. And then of course you have to find capital. These are very capital intensive businesses to start, in the sense that, at least on the medical side, we are all required to be vertically integrated, which means we have to essentially operate three businesses in one. A cannabis cultivation business, which is a large agricultural business, a products manufacturing business, where you take those plants and you turn them into a variety of different products, what we call marijuana infused products, or MIPs, MIPS, and then of course a retail business. All of those three segments have to be housed in the same corporate entity under the medical cannabis rules.